Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2022 general readings. We're looking at the first half of October from the 1st through the 15th, and this reading is for our lovely crabs, the water sign of Cancer. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks, as always, for hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. All of your comments, feedback, donations, those of you who reach out for personal readings. I always like to give a quick thank you for all the support you give my channel. So thank you. Okay, Cancer, this is for you for the first half of October 2022. If your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign is in Cancer, if you're cross-watching for a Cancerian, it is also relevant. If you know all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any of them, watch them for any additional insight and perspective. These are general readings, so of course they're going to resonate a little differently for everyone. If you find that something does resonate with you, you really relate to a video, you'd like to maybe pull the curtains back, take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly, maggie_McGuire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking on the description link with this or any of the videos on my YouTube channel. I would love to hear from you. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I can usually respond with that information within the same day that you email me. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent about scheduling in as quick and timely a fashion as possible. So if that's something you'd be interested in, please email me. Okay, Cancer, let's move right along into the first half of October 2022 for you, Cancer. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. And we begin with the Five of Cups. A little grief, a little regret, some loss. 3 cups are tipped over and spilt out, representing something that's been lost or some kind of regret or sadness here. But there's still 2 cups upright and full. With the Priestess, the High Priestess, trusting your instincts, your intuition, your higher self or gut instinct, some people call it. I think for many of you here, it's a pretty clear and simple message that you didn't trust your instincts and intuition in something, and you regret it or lost something because of it, or there's some regret here you wished you had. That's okay. Not all is lost with the Five of Cups. You still have those 2 cups. Next, we have the Ace of Swords, illumination, the epiphany, light bulb going off over your head, seeing a new way forward, the reality or a new perspective on something being revealed or some information coming in. Or simply seeing something like, oh, that's what it is. Might be what that bit of regret is about. The Ace of Swords is with the Knight of Wands. So Knights represent offers and opportunities. They are the movers and shakers of the tarot. They begin as pages, as we all do, learning and kind of growing and being at the beginning of a path of learning. And then once they've learned a certain amount, they take all that information and they kind of charge out in the world and start creating things with it or manifesting. So the Knight of Wands is very fast, very impulsive, very spontaneous because he's the Knight of Fire. Things moving forward very quickly, it might be. So there's some kind of news, information, illumination, or clarity coming in here pretty quickly and pretty powerfully. What are you going to do with it? Eight of Coins. This is my work card, nose to the grindstone, which can mean a traditional job, work, business. It can represent study, university, a project of some kind, something that you're putting and have been putting a fair amount of effort into or have the opportunity to. Because the Eight of Coins is about working hard to build something or create something. With the Four of Cups, an offer, an opportunity, somebody not quite sure if they should take it or not. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the first half of October 2022, Cancer, is the Two of Wands. Crossroads, decisions, a choice. Do I take this path or that path? Do I go through this door or that door? Let's pull one more. Ten of Cups. Happy home, white picket fence, home, family, marriage, childbirth. Everything's come together and connected, and the cycle has achieved full completion here. especially where home and family and love and kids and all of that is concerned. Because 10s represent cycle completion, but there's a decision or choice here. All right, well, let's break this down just a little. Let's clarify that overall energy of the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So trying to make a decision that's about or will affect home and family. Another choice card, the 2 of Coins. The 10 of Cups again. So we have repeating just like the same message. Oh, 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, getting everything you want, your cups overflowing with abundance. Or is this your wish fulfillment? Because there's always a bit of an undertone of caution with the 9 of Cups. You know, that's saying be careful what you wish for because you might get it. And what you thought was going to be the absolute pinnacle of perfection, it might not be everything that you thought it was going to be. So, and I think you're trying to figure out that here. Is this really what I want? Did you make a decision to move towards something or get something, and you got the thing or acquired the thing or something like that, and now you're like, yeah, this isn't everything I thought it was going to be, so what do I do now? Or you're in the process of trying to make a decision either about home and family or something that affects that area of your life. You're not quite sure. Clarify 5 of Cups. Regret, bit of loss, disappointment, regret. The Magician, the manifester of the tarot. He pulls all the resources together in his wisdom and knowledge and experience to make something manifest into reality. Gift giving, gift receiving. You gave some kind of gift, maybe it was practical financial material resources, or you were given it. And the 10 of Swords here, having to surrender to a painful ending. Something didn't quite work out the way that you thought it was going to or wanted it to. And you're wondering what to do about it now. Clarify the High Priestess. The 8 of Coins again. The Knight of Coins, a little slower, definitely much slower than that Knight of Wands. He's more sure, more steady, more detailed, cautious, oriented, judgment, and the 3 of Cups. Very similar. There's a decision here, or there was a decision or a choice, and there was some kind of real disappointment. It's like, it feels like you may have given to someone or something. Like a fair amount of, I don't know, money, love, support, caring, a combination of all of those things, and it feels like it may have left you kind of standing in the bottom of, you know, an empty well or an almost dry well. It's like, well, what good was all of that? Because it feels like for some of you, now you may be on the other side of this where you took and somebody else feels this way. But that would be a smaller portion because I always look at what's coming in for you first. It's like you're looking at a situation in clarity, and it's probably, it feels like there's a relationship central here. It doesn't have to be romantic, could be family, friend, whatever, right? It's like you gave and gave and gave and gave in a variety of different ways. It's a general reading, so, you know, but probably a variety of different ways. Emotional, concretely, you know. And something has happened where you're now looking back at it and you're regretting it, going, why did I give so much for so long? Because well, the reason you gave so much for so long is because you thought, you know, it was this 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, or that this was what you were working towards or for, right? And all of a sudden here it looks like you're having some kind of blinding illumination, like the curtains pull back and you're seeing something for what it is, and now you're like, okay. So there's all that disappointment, pain, maybe some betrayal, you know, and now you're like, okay, I see the truth now. What do I do? Clarify the Ace of Swords. I mean, mean, we have the Eight of Coins twice. It might be an issue at work. It's like, I gave all this time and energy and, best years of my life or whatever to this job. And look, I keep getting passed up. This isn't working. They promised me this and they're not coming through. It could be something like that too. It's something that you invested an awful lot in. Because at the end here, with the Eight of Coins of hard work and investment, with the Four of Coins, it may be that what you're considering, Cancer, is, should I continue to do this or not? That's what I kind of feel is here. Ace of Swords. The Four of Cups again. Okay. Do I really want to do I want to keep giving? Maybe the other side, the other person, the job, the relationship, whatever, is like, okay, well, here, let me give something back to you. And you're like, I don't know. I don't know if that's good enough for me anymore. It doesn't represent all that I've given to you. The Two of Wands again. So you're trying to make a decision. The Seven of Coins, taking stock, taking inventory, looking at what you have invested in something and asking yourself, should I just leave it the way it is and be fine with this? Should I try and get it to a 10? Should I just take what I can and leave? It's, what do I do? Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, I mean, that's our Knight of Fire, our action knight. But he's underneath, so you're thinking about what the best course of action is. The Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success, recognition, acknowledgement. The Moon, all is not clear. The way is cloudy. Perhaps some deep-seated fears kind of rolling around in there. The Chariot, success on a really difficult path. This is about harnessing all of these things together in order to push something forward, and it takes tremendous perseverance, determination, stubbornness. Again, this feels, Cancer, like you're at the crossroads with this situation, person, relationship. Well, it's all relationships, right? It's just a question of the nature of the relationship. And you're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. And maybe the other person, the other side, is like, maybe afraid that Cancer is going to, and they're like, well, here, let me do this, let me give this, and you're like, I don't know. Eight of Coins. The Six of Cups. This is a card of history. You've been doing this for quite some time. The Six of Swords, healing. But how do you heal? You move away from the source of whatever has caused the pain or challenge or exhaustion or whatever. Four of Cups. Yeah, I think you're just seriously considering, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I don't know if I want to give to the thing anymore, the person, the place, the situation. The Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, this is what's clarifying the Four of Cups. This is what's being considered. Do I want to push forward and win at all costs because the cost is pretty high? Or do I want to turn my back on it and go in search of my real Nine of Cups because this is not what I want? So again, it's more of it's a short period of time, right? Typically I only do readings for 2 weeks in generals, but yeah, do I stay? Do I go? Do I want to keep investing? Do I just want to leave? And this is a general reading, so the answer for you, it can only be determined by you, and it's going to be a various mix of what the answer should be. But let's see about advice and guidance and feedback from Spirit, or what they think that you should focus on in order to make the best decision for you. Because that's typically what Spirit's advice is. It's kind of logical in a way. You ask yourself what's most important to you in this situation. What is most valuable to you? What do you want the most? What is the most valuable to you? And you use that as the yardstick by which to make your decision. Is it possible to have this thing here? Have I been investing all this time, and if it still isn't any closer, then, it's probably likely not going to change. But let's see, advice and guidance from Spirit. Death. So it's endings or complete and utter transformations. There's no compromise here. So if this thing cannot completely, utterly transform into something that gives back to you and makes you feel happy and blessed and abundant, then it needs to end. There's no in between here. There's no compromise. Queen of Wands, you're being asked to manifest. I think Scorpio got this too. Queen of Wands, you're being asked to manifest the energy of Queen of Wands. She does not compromise what is most important to her. She might compromise on the little things. She's learned to do that, the things that aren't quite so important. But the main central thing, she doesn't compromise. The Hanging Man and the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So there is a relationship central here. For many of you, it may very well be a love romance situation, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. There's some kind of decision here that's either about a relationship or will affect a relationship. Whether or not that relationship is romantic love or some other kind of partnership, the energy fundamentally remains the same. You'll wait a little while. Spirit is saying don't make a hasty decision just yet, because this is a card of not taking action because something's still playing out and you're waiting. You're watching things playing out, maybe gaining little bits of information and perspective too. You're not acting just yet, which is fine because again, this is a pretty short period of time. I don't see like any major breakups or anything like that here, but free will, free agency, right? So that's Spirit's advice. Okay, Cancer, those are your messages for the first half of October 2022. I hope that you found them useful or gave you some food for thought to help you kind of make the best choice moving forward, or help you kind of focus on what you need to in order to make the best choice moving forward. Again, if this resonates with you, you really relate to it, and you'd like to peel the layers back a little bit and take a deeper look, feel free to reach out for a personal reading or information about that by emailing me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. You can also, purchase readings as gifts too for friends, family, and loved ones. They do make great gifts. There's nothing more personal, right? You can also get that info by clicking on the description link with this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the October mid-month readings. Stay safe and well until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.